Welcome to Tamara Research Writing Guides. I'm Elpies, your AI-supported instructor. In this video, I will show you how to write a biography essay with simple steps. So subscribe now and get ready for taking notes. Now we'll dive into the fascinating world of biographical writing and learn how to craft an engaging essay that tells the remarkable story of someone's life. First things first, you need to choose a captivating person to feature in your biography. This person should have made significant contributions in their respective field. For our guide today, we've chosen a remarkable figure to explore, Albert Camus, the French-Algerian philosopher and author. Why is Camus a perfect subject for a biography essay, you ask? Well, he's not only highly influential in his field, but he also boasts an extensive body of work that we can refer to throughout our essay. Now that you have your chosen person, it's time to gather essential information about them. Remember, as you seek out this information, two critical factors should guide you: the credibility of your sources and the relevance of the information for your essay. So let's uncover the captivating story of Albert Camus by writing an example biography essay, starting from the introduction. The introduction paragraph is super important because it's where you grab the reader's attention. To do that, you can use a hook sentence. A hook sentence helps you start your essay in interesting ways. Here are 3 simple ways to do it. Begin with a quote. Start your introduction with a quote from your subject that reveals their personality. It can be something they said that's interesting or inspiring. Tell an intriguing story. Share an interesting story or anecdote about your subject. It could be a fascinating incident from their life that grabs the reader's curiosity. Highlight a big achievement. Start by telling the reader about a major accomplishment of your subject. This could be something important they did that had a big impact. Remember, the goal is to make your introduction captivating so that the reader is hooked right from the start. So let's have a look at an introduction example. When writing a biography essay introduction, there are essential steps to follow. Your introduction should have an opening, subject, stance, and a strong thesis statement. Now let's look at the example on your left. You start with an interesting quote that grabs the reader's attention and explains Camus' philosophy. Then you write a sentence that explains how the subject contributed to his field. After that, you will need a further explanation of the subject's viewpoint on the field. And finally, you present a clear statement that highlights your position and the main focus of the essay. Now that you've seen a short introduction example, let's move into the body paragraphs of a biography essay. This is the section where the results of your research come in. Like other types of essays, body paragraphs are the central part of your biography essay. Through these paragraphs, you'll discuss the milestones in your subject's life, their accomplishments, and their works. Also keep in mind that an essay typically has 3 body paragraphs. Let's now have a look at biography essay body paragraph example on your left. As you see, it consists of a topic sentence, subject's achievements, personal info of subject, and a closing sentence. Topic sentence sets the stage and hints what you will discuss in the paragraph. The next sentence reveals the accomplishments of the subject of the biography essay. In this case, you'll show what Albert Camus achieved. Then the third sentence usually reflects on the subject's personal reflections. And finally, in the closing sentence, you give information on the subject's artistic or historic identity depending on his area of significance. Now that you've seen an example of a body paragraph, let's move into the conclusion. In your conclusion paragraph, what you need to do is to bring in your final thoughts. Do not make the mistake of only repeating the claims you made throughout the essay. As an alternative, you can choose to tie your subject's legacy into the current day. You can ask yourself these questions to figure out what to say in your conclusion paragraph. What was my subject's contribution to the events that are relevant today? Is he still remembered? How do people honor his work? And who did my subject influence? Now let's look at the conclusion example on your left. As you see, it starts with the restatement of main events. Then you state the importance of the person, that is Albert Camus in this case. And lastly, you end your essay with memorable concluding sentences where you mention the influence of your person. So you've seen a short examples of biography essay writing. Before we end this video, let's have a look at 5-paragraph biography essay example. So let's have a look at a 5-paragraph biography essay about Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, founder of modern Turkish Republic. Biography essays typically consist of 1 introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and 1 conclusion paragraph. Let's have a look at the example on your left. As you see, the introduction starts with an informative hook sentence about Ataturk's life, explain where he was born and what he did. Then you see a background information about what he achieved. And in the thesis statement, you state the reason of his significance in today's world. In the first body paragraph, you mention his early life, along with military career and service. In the second paragraph, you see that his vision of modern Turkey and also the impact of his vision is briefly mentioned. Also, the third paragraph states the controversies surrounding his fame in Turkey, and the paragraph keeps explaining the debates about controversies. In the conclusion paragraph, you state the recap of his achievements, and you acknowledge how important he is to Turkey and history. Finally, you restate the thesis statement and conclude the essay with last impressions. So that was a great example of 5-paragraph biography essay. Rewatch the steps again and again if necessary to create a compelling biography essay. That's all for today. If you want to improve your essay writing skills even more, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video from us. I'm Elpis from Tamara Research, and I'll see you in the next video.